By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly step by step what to do your ignition switch on your vehicle. Hey, how you doing? My name's Rob, welcome to my channel. So today we're tackling a problem that's as annoying as a fruit fly at a picnic. It's called a busted ignition switch. I don't know if any of y'all had that issue where you go into the car or whatever, getting ready to start it, the key won't turn, the steering wheel won't turn. It might be you. However, it could just be something as simple as wiggling a little bit or whatever and turning the key. However, in my instance, it was not. So here, I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do to change that. And it's not as difficult as you might think. You can do it because I was able to do it. Now, before we get started, quick disclaimer. I am not a professional mechanic. I just play one on YouTube. So if anything gets messed up, it's not my fault. Just kidding. Well, mostly. So first things first, let's disconnect the negative battery terminal under the hood. We don't want any fires. The only thing fired are my awesome jokes right now. Next, we'll need to remove the plastics around the steering column. Now, if this isn't too difficult, go inside there. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, at least in my case, for my 2005 Honda CRV. So it's just 3 Phillips screws and you're able to take them out. Pro tip, keep track of those 3 screws because you don't want to be that guy that has extra screws left over. Trust me, I've been there. We don't want that to happen now. Now for the fun part. You should have a new ignition switch in your hand. Make sure that matches up because now you got those plastic pieces off. You want to put them together side by side and make sure that it looks the same. If it looks the same, then we can move on. If not, we need to look into that a little bit further and make sure that we get the right one. On this particular one for my 2005 Honda CRV, it has 3 connections. There's going to be one big one and then 2 small ones towards where the key would go into. So you're going to want to disconnect those, pop those off. Should be pretty easy. Just push the tab, unclip those. And then on the top, you're going to go push the wire loom back a little bit. You're going to see 2 security screws. They don't have any heads on them, no flathead marks, no nothing. So you're going to have to get either a chisel or a big flathead screwdriver and a hammer. You're going to want to get kind of on the edge. You're going to want to tap it. It should start to move. And then eventually you get to a point where you can pull both of those screws out. Your new one should come up with new screws and a new bracket to go around that. When you get that off, it should just come off, drop it down the bottom. Now, the easy part, putting the new one back on. In the new one, there should be a groove where it goes around the steering column. You want to make sure that lines up. If you put it up there, you'll move it. You should feel it kind of clip into place. When you do that, put the bracket on the top, put the 2 screws in. Mine was using a 10mm wrench. So go ahead and tighten those up, get them good and snug. Then all that's left is to throw your connectors back in, hook those all, make sure they clip. You'll hear them clip. Then you're installed. So all you got to do is put the plastic pieces back on, put the top one on first, put the bottom one underneath, make sure it's seated properly. Put your 3 Phillips screws back into it. You need to put that ground wire back on the battery. If you want to get that on there, that should be a 10mm also. Most of them usually are. Put that on there so it's nice and tight. Then the next thing you're going to have to do is just make sure it starts up. Now, there are different things that you can get for your ignition switch. Some of them have the keys already programmed from my understanding. Some of them don't have the chip at all. So the thing that's on the end when you put the ignition switch on there, a little donut looking thing, that's what reads your chip in your key. Now, if you use the original one and you just put that back on there and you clip that back in, because some of the ignition switches do not come with that, that means you need to reuse your old key for right now. Now, one way to get it if you're in a parking lot, just tape it to the top of it for right now, because you're probably not going to you're not going to be putting those plastic pieces back on right away. So just kind of tape it close by. You can use the new key, turn it and start it because the chip is close by that reader. Now, on my next video, I'm going to show how to get that chip in your old key into the new key. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video and it's very helpful for you, please share it. Give me a thumbs up, please. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. And please subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one when I talk about putting the old chip into the new key. So we'll see you then. I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed day.